Hey everyone, Alex here. So today, or I guess yesterday, as of when you're seeing this, was Record Store Day. Now, I had a few things on my list, much like everybody else, um, but unfortunately I couldn't get there until a bit later on in the day. I had prior arrangements at home and stuff like that, so I couldn't get there until I think it was about 3:30. I got there in the end. And I managed to get 3 items. Two were on my wish list, and one of them I didn't realize was coming out until about the day before because I think I missed it on the original list. There were a couple other things I was thinking of, but unfortunately, my budget this year wasn't as big as my budget was last year for Record Store Day, so I couldn't get everything I wanted. Hopefully, there's still stuff floating around later on. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to show you the 3 things that I picked up on Record Store Day. Starting with the one that I didn't realize was coming out, like I missed it. That is the 7-inch single for Grown Up by Danny Brown. Detroit-based rapper, very, very good, very underrated rapper in my opinion. I believe this single originally came out in like 2012, or the song came out in 2012, but they finally issued it on vinyl for some reason. It's on a yellow vinyl, but there is an instrumental on this one as well. You guys know I'm a sucker for an instrumental. Again, didn't know that was coming out, so grabbed that one. This next one, jazz album, Abbey Lincoln, that's him. I know there's other pressings of this out there, and this is probably, I don't think originals are too expensive of this, but again, they only had 2 of these. They had loads of this 7-inch. I'm assuming loads of people asked for that, or they just ordered the 7s in bulk. I don't know, but they only had 2 of these, so I wanted to grab the last one when I got there. Really, really good album. Wasn't familiar with this. I listened to it when the list came out and really, really liked it. Of course, I mainly listened to it because I knew the other names on there, which were Sonny Rollins, Kenny Dorham, Ian Kelly, and Paul Chambers, who all play on this album. I think originally this is from 1957. Is the original year on this one. Very good jazz album. Cannot wait to give that one a spin. And next up is the final thing I'm going to show you. So this is obviously going to be a very quick video. Is going to be Stax Killer B-sides, or Killer B's, I guess. This one was quite high up on my wants list, and again, they only had, that's not the Abbey Lincoln, they only got 2 of these in, and me and another DJ friend of mine were both looking for this, and we both got it. I kind of got lucky because when I got there, they said someone else came in and was looking for it, and it wasn't in the section they thought it was in, so they assumed that they sold it. And then when I went to look for it, I was literally looking everywhere and I found it, and they were like, oh, so that's where it was. So yeah, obviously, first come, first serve, as you guys know, with Record Store Day, but some fantastic stuff on this comp. And Stax being one of my favourite labels, I just had to pick it up. So this was too good to pass up. Red Smoke vinyl. It's on a single LP because all of the tracks on here around the 2-minute mark. There's like one which is 4 minutes. The rest average between 2.5 and 3 minutes long. So it all fits perfectly on one LP. But yeah, this one was like my second album on my list that I wanted to get the most. So yeah, they're the 3 things I picked up for Record Store Day. I know everyone out there is probably picking up more than this, but like I said, my budget wasn't as big this year as it has been previously. There's stuff that I was looking for that I didn't get, like the Exhibit Restless album. That one was unfortunately already sold out. They said they got 5 copies in, which I didn't expect them to get asked for that one so much, because normally people that go in there aren't that into hip hop, but no, they got asked for that one quite a bit, so that one was off limits. The Bruno Mars collaborations I was looking at, but it was like a reserve option in case I couldn't get like the stacks or anything. Empire of the Sun I was after, but they sold out of that as well. Badfinger, they had 2 copies of Badfinger left, so I'm really hoping that that's one of the ones I can go back and get later on. Fingers crossed it's still there, but yeah, for now those are what I picked up. So yeah, that's the main reason I wanted to do this video. Now I'm going to give a quick insight to Record Store Day and stuff, my history with it. I don't normally go out on Record Store Day, I normally wait till after. It normally depends on if there's something I really want, and obviously in this case I really wanted the Exhibit, but in my judgment I didn't think they were going to sell out. I thought there'd be at least one left by the time I got there, and unfortunately, against my judgment, there wasn't. So that's one thing I couldn't get. If I had known that, I probably would have headed out earlier. But again, that's just my experience. I normally don't get too excited for Record Store Day. If you can tell from previous videos, like if you go back over the years, more recently I've been getting excited about it, especially last year. Last year I think was one of the best lists we've had in a long time. This year's still some really quality stuff, but it wasn't stuff that I was going to get up at 4 in the morning for and head to the shop and like queue for hours on end until so I could get everything that I desperately wanted. It wasn't one of those years for me. Anything I didn't get, I can get later on. That's fine. The Empire of the Sun album was just another one that was like in my reserve list, because there's pressings of it out there that are about the same price as what most stores are probably charging on Record Store Day, so that one I wasn't too bothered. The Abbey Lincoln I probably could have left, because as I said, there are copies of that out there already that are about the same price, if not cheaper than what it was being charged for on Record Store Day. But again, I missed this one. I didn't know this was out, and obviously I've become a much bigger Danny Brown fan over the years. But yeah, Record Store Day is one of them things. It's hit or miss for me a lot of the time. Most of the time it's a miss. Like there's a lot of stuff on there I could live without, stuff that I'm not dying to have. So yeah, that's just my experience with it. I know most people in the VC probably head out every single year. Of course, we've got the Black Friday Record Store Day, which I didn't partake in last year because there wasn't really anything on the list that I wanted. But anyway, I'm digressing here. This video has dragged on longer than I was expecting it to. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you did, hope you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, because we're really close to 400 subscribers, and we can get there. Let's hope. Anyway, thank you guys very much, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye.